How's it going, guys? I'm here to talk about a serious issue, and that is I'm just playing, guys. Just playing. Anyway, guys, I'm here to talk about an anime slash manga series, and it's called Gantz. Now, if you guys haven't heard of Gantz, it's an anime that started off as a manga, of course, and then they released the anime like in 2008, 2009, maybe in 2010. Um, it's a really good anime, and in case you guys don't know what it's about, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a synopsis with a little bit of spoiler into it of what the anime is about. The anime is about Ki Kurono and Kaito-kun, and they're two lifelong friends, and they don't really see each other a lot, and they somehow meet in the subway station. When they find themselves in the subway station, they see this homeless guy walking around, kind of drunk, lazy, doesn't know really what's going on, and he's kind of confused with his surroundings, and he falls into the subway station where the train comes. And what happens is, Ki Kurono originally goes down there to try to save him, and he looks at Kaito-kun. He's like, come help me," and he comes down there and helps him. And they get hit by a train. After they get hit by a train, they wake up and they're in this room with a black ball, a whole bunch of other people. So you already know they're confused. They don't know what's going on. They're hallucinating. They're like, oh my god, what's going on? And so then they start to realize that, okay, I know where I am. I am dead. And then that's just kind of a funny part. So then Gantz tells them what's going on. How they have to accumulate 100 points to get their lives back, or they could save a friend with 100 points, or they could get an upgradable weapon. And so the anime it starts off at that point that I just told you, all the way until like they get till Kaito-kun has a big battle with this big monster slash alien thing, lizard. And it was a pretty cool battle, but I'm not gonna spoil anything in case you guys haven't read the anime, or I mean read the anime, in case you guys haven't read the manga or watched the anime. But that's a really climactic point there. So now the manga is still going on now. It's pretty long. It's pretty long. I still do read it. I still do read the manga, but I'm just letting the chapters build up because I kind of like reading chapters in its entirety, not just reading them every week. Now I know with Naruto I read them every week, but with Gantz I like to let them build up, pile up for a very long time because of the fact that I just enjoy reading Gantz chapters. When it's like a book per se. Naruto is too, but it's more like a couple of chapters here and there. But Gantz, I just like to read it like when it's like maybe 20 chapters instead of just reading one chapter each week. So yeah, that's just me. But the like I said, the anime is really good. The manga is pretty good. Now a lot of people said Gantz is just violence for the sake of violence. Now that's kind of inaccurate too because Gantz it has a purpose for its violence right now. And yeah, spoiler alert, guys. So I'm just gonna go and say ahead and say this is a spoiler alert. Now, where they are now is they're in this alien type world where it's in reverse. Here, you have people who, in the Gantz world, they have people who the humans are bigger than the aliens per se, and in this world, the aliens are bigger than the humans. So they're huge. They're like 7 foot or 8 feet tall, and like they're very very strong. And they can speak like humans. They can speak just like humans, so they know how to speak like humans. They know how to communicate with them, but it's kind of the roles are in reverse. Instead of like them eating like pigs and stuff like that, they eat humans. They fry humans and they eat them, and it's crazy. It's crazy. So basically, what's going on? See, a lot of people are confused right now. In the current manga chapters, and you're like, well, what's going on? I don't know what the heck Ki Kurono was doing. Okay, just to clear the air, there's two Ki Kuronos. One Ki Kurono got revived by Rika-kun, and he was revived. He was revived just because she had feelings for Ki Kurono, and that's the reason why he's revived. And he's just his sole purpose there is to basically be with her and to also help out Kaito-kun and all the other subordinates of or heroes or protagonists or whatever you want to say of the characters within Gantz, like the main characters within Gantz, and you know. Um, the other Ki-chan, what he's trying to do is he's trying to save his girlfriend who's trapped within this type of doll house with like, and there's humans there with pets, and they're in like this dirty cave, this dirty container, and people are dying there from like pneumonia and stuff like that. It's just crazy, crazy. So that's why he's there. Um, and yeah, so and a lot of people. I'm just channeling back to what people are saying. They're saying it's violence for the sake of violence, but there's a reason behind it. There's a huge war going on. Gantz has been exposed, and now everybody's learning that there's not just one Gantz. There's Gantz. There's a million Gantz, and there's like a million different people from all over the world. So like you have people from Asia, USA, Japan, Switzerland, Turkey, Georgia, not the state Georgia, but the other Georgia, Australia, all these different places, and they're starting to connect with each other, and they're having, and you can kind of get a feel that Gantz is kind of coming towards an end, but you really don't know just yet. But from what's going on now, I mean, it's really good, but most people, like they kind of, most of the people who are criticizing Gantz, probably some of them have stopped watching Gantz, or excuse me, reading Gantz, and they're kind of branching off into other animes, and they're seeing stuff in other animes, and they're saying, wow, well, Gantz isn't doing this, and I don't like that. But Gantz has always been violent. Even when you pick up the book, it says extreme graphic content. Beware of what you read, or stuff like that. So, just take it with the grain of salt. I mean, I think Gantz's storytelling is good. Like the guy who makes Gantz has sold like 14 million copies and have released 2 movies. I mean, that's pretty good, pretty good. But I like the manga. The manga is pretty good. The series is pretty good too. The anime series is pretty good too, and like my friend Ziploc Gore and a lot of other people, they said where Gantz kind of fell off is when and this is spoiler alert, guys, spoiler alert. When Gantz kind of fell off was when was when Ki Kurono died. Ki Kurono died, and and it was just like a war between like the vampires and like like Ki Kurono and his comrades and stuff like that, and Kaito-kun. And when he died, that's when it got kind of, it went downhill. That's what a lot of people said, because, he revived, Rika did not revive the original Ki Kurono. He revived another Ki Kurono that's not the same one. And people were saying, well, why didn't she revive the one in this and that and blah, blah, blah. But, it's pretty good. And, but another thing is, yeah, that's where it kind of went. For some people, went downhill, but it kind of worked out too, because it gave a new opening. It gave a new view towards what's going to happen. There was a lot of things besides. A lot of people were just focusing in on that, and they're saying, well, that part was lame. But there's some cool things that happened. One, 2 new leaders were introduced within that that particular end of that section. And another thing is that we were introduced to the alien world. Before that, we were only introduced to the human world. We only knew that the aliens were able to come down to the human world, and they were pretty much beaten pretty easily, like with no help, with no struggle. But when Ki Kurono died and he was revived, when he went to the alien world, it was cool because it kind of started the story started to shift, and we started to see more character development. We started to see where the aliens come from. We started to see their language, how they act, their society, what their initiatives are. Initiatives, what their motives are, where they want to go, what they want to do with the humans, what they do to the humans, stuff like that. Where the story is going. We saw Kaito-kun's true feelings for Kishimuta, the girl with the short hair, stuff like that. So we saw that. and it was really good. A lot of cool stuff. A lot of cool stuff happened. So like I said, Gantz is just one of those animes. You just gotta take it for what it is. Don't complain about it too much. It's like a lot of other people say about Claymore. A lot of people say that Claymore is an anime that needs a second season. It needs, what's that called? A revamped series. They left a lot of key parts out. Hopefully Claymore does get a second season. I talked to some people in Funimation, and they said that Claymore and Gantz may possibly get a second season or revamped series. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. A lot of people really that kind of fell, that kind of died down. A lot of people aren't really, wanting that anymore. They kind of want, those newer animes to take in its place, or what is this? But yeah, they just want, that type of stuff. So, excuse me, but Gantz is a good anime. It's a good manga series. I think I broke it down. Pretty good, pretty much good enough, pretty good enough. And if you guys want to know more about Gantz, feel free to contact me, because I would love to talk to you about Gantz. Gantz is one of my favorite mangas of all time. I love it, respect it. And I also checked out the movies too, and the movies are really good as well. I'm not taking anything from the movies. The movies were very good. I enjoyed it. The adaptation was crazy. I saw it with my ex-girlfriend. It was really good. Enjoyed it. I saw both parts, not just one, both parts in the movie theater, and it was amazing, guys. I really enjoyed it. So, like I said, guys, if you have any questions about Gantz, the manga chapters, just feel free to contact me. I really want to talk about this, guys, in the comment section, because I want you guys' views, concerns, and everything about the series. Because I really want to talk about it. I love Gantz. So, with that being said, guys, chapter 24. Glad to be back. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.